Alright, take 3 of the Mecha Team Leader by LEGO Fortnite. This is set number 77078. Contains 2,503 pieces. Retails for $249.99. The set was provided by the LEGO Group for early review. Thank you, LEGO. And yeah, I've been stumbling over my words trying to read all this off of this. And yeah, that's what we're working on. And this is what we have done so far. What you see is bags 1 through 6. In addition to the sword and all that stuff. And really we haven't done a whole lot on the main mech yet. And yeah, so far this build is starting to get pretty boring. I'm not really interested in it. I'm still not interested in it. It's just not a fun one for me. And in today's installment, we're going to be working on bag 7. I got to find it real quick. Bag 7 and 8, which is probably the lower portion of the foot. And yeah, we still haven't even really hit these stickers. The stickers, like I've mentioned before, are very mild, nothing major. It's just more of a little bit of a nuisance, just trying to keep track of everything. And there's 19 bags in total. You know, I'm filling up on space right now with memory cards. I got too many sets I'm working on right now. It's a lot of work. At least unlike all the other YouTubers. I'm explaining my workflow and it's anything but that. You know. Okay, now we're going to get on to bag 7. Let's build it. And yeah, another day at this. I try to film at least 2 sessions a day. And today is the 28th of July 2025. We're almost at the end of July, and we're still in the 90s out here. Usually it's like 110, 115, maybe approaching 120. Not this year, it's not. Which is obviously good. Yeah. Now, is this a collaborative build? So far it's not. Sadly. So this is a solo build that you build by yourself. This would have been, at least if this set had that going for it, I would be okay with it. But this model here obviously is just a big shelf queen that just takes up so much space. And yeah, that's the parts there. And yeah, it takes me forever to get everything set up, but let's get going here. And right now I am just got done with work. I am processing the haunted house and finishing up that music shop and apartment by LEGO Friends. I'm doing a lot of sets right now. I just got done editing the Central train station. I'm just doing part 3 of that one now. I'm all over the place. Literally just all over the place on this. So it's just, there's a lot of things going on. I'm still working on one tutorial. I'm hoping to squeeze in an edit today. If you're on my YouTube memberships, I'm sorry I'm behind. I got something uploaded today for early release. And enjoy it, because those may be strictly that. I don't know. I don't know what the part count of this new one I'm working on. I'm hoping to have this new build. It's going to be a vehicle by next weekend, but this one may be just strictly exclusive. I don't know yet. And if views keep dropping on my main channel, that's just it. I'm going to be focusing on just exclusives, and that would be it. So if you're already on there, you get them as I get them done. You know, so hopefully I get them done quickly. You don't have to wait every Friday for one video. Sometimes I'll get 2 or 3 done. It depends. But right now, we got this thing in the way. So we got to get this boring thing out of the way before we can do something fun. And why did I accept it? This is the one I was telling you. I was trying to get LEGO to just say, hey, no, don't send this. This is not really up to my snuff. Well, it's here, so I got to do it. But anyways, though, things have just been going kind of slow. I've been getting a lot of other items done. Slowly getting tutorials going. I've got a couple that I want to film. I got 2 vehicles that I have concepts of. Making sure I'm recording. Concepts of ideas. And yeah, that sounds like that one thing that they were ranting about, or concepts, but these are items that I can build. I just got this in the way. So I'm hoping to get to that eventually. And then that'll give me 2 vehicles, and I got 1 regular tutorial. They'll be on my YouTube memberships. Matter of fact, I'm like 6 months ahead on everything now, so I'm starting to get everything mostly loaded in on the memberships thing. So pretty soon, I may one day be years in advance on there. We don't know yet. But what I do know is, I think you're going to like the builds coming up. As far as for the camper, I haven't started that yet. I'd like to start it, but I got to get this big bulk of sets out of the way first. It's just, I don't want to be doing too many big projects, because then this would feel more like a job than anything else. Oh, wait. I'm messing up here. There's supposed to be another plate that goes in here. At least it comes with the brick separator. Honestly, though, I can care less about this set. I wonder how many of you are going to like this one. I hope there's somebody out there who does. I'm sure there's somebody that will. But, yeah, there's some parts out of this I'd love to use right now, but I cannot because I'm filming this. So it may be a few months before I could even get to taking it apart after I get done with all of my paperwork. You know, I could be building a house, a shopping mall, a gas station. I'm doing this. I don't know what it looks like. Maybe a shoe, but this one looks more like a car than anything. And I'm filling up memory card space, hard drive space. I have been really just trying to clean off a bunch of stuff here. And if you're watching this, there will be a split in the middle of this series. I am probably going to have to put a video or 2 that are not related to this. The reason being is that I don't want to just have 1 week of just solid videos from here, and I'm behind on the main. So there'll be a split, and there'll be some other videos on here for other sets. I'm being honest though, I'm really tired of working on big sets. I want to get back to my large mocks that literally take weeks to get done, but they're just weeks of thinking and making it work so you can enjoy the build. This is keeping it clean. It's a canned build. That just means that it's prepared for me and I don't have to think or use my brain, just put it together. So hopefully we can get this done here. And that's what we've done so far. Yeah, my nephew's still here. He's supposed to head out of town here by the end of the week. He's not looking forward. He's looking forward to the money, but he's not looking forward to work. And I'm like, well, congratulations. Okay, sorry about that. I had to step away for a second. I've been trying to get these videos going right now. I'm sending up a bunch. I'm sending up like 3 videos right now. None of them are tutorials, unfortunately. And I remember back in the day, I used to do so many tutorials and build updates for houses, and reviews were very, don't push these in all the way, and I'm going to show you. See the flange right there, right above there? Make sure the flange is there. That's what they're showing. So I have a feeling we're going to be pinching something together. I used to do mostly tutorials, and reviews were very far and few. Now it seems like that's all I've done now, because I'm focused on this, which is somebody else's interpretation of an awesome build. But a lot of us have been saying, why doesn't LEGO I've had some say, well, Jay, why doesn't LEGO hire you? I don't know. It would be nice, but then I would have to go to Bull Denmark. Yeah, not where I want to go. Plus I got family I got to take care of. Looks like it goes like this. And then you got to pinch this in. All right, this is why I despise Technic, but we're stuck with it like that. Just wiggle it in. Somebody's going to say I can't get mine in. Just wiggle it. And yeah, it's supposed to snap. You can tell I'm not in the mood to build today. I got things that I want to work on right now, and this is not one of them. I'd like to get into that camper. I may not even get to it till next year, but I'm hoping to get to it. I got like 4 months. It's like 100 and some odd days that I got to get it done, because I like to release those in November. But I may not even get to it this year. I'm hoping to get to it. And then now we got to stick some cross axles in here. Like this one goes in here. But I have to honestly say, though, I'm pretty pleased with the build quality on this set. I'm just not pleased with the excitement on it. Oh, wait a minute, I messed up. There's supposed to be wheels in there. I had a book like this. I didn't see the wheels in there. Let me take that out real quick. Jade, it seems like you're not interested. No, I'm going to be. This is the set that should be on the Island of Misfit Toys, not here in my workshop. Yeah, this guy looks like he's wearing roller skates or roller blades. And then you just drop these in here, and then you stick your cross axle in there. Well, there we go. And I don't know what the point of that's for. You think it would roll? No, it doesn't even move. It's fixed. I'm making sure, though. There's that cross hole there, but this one doesn't even spin. Is it just not supposed to do anything? Or is it meant to just grip the table so it doesn't roll around? But because see right here they got this cross hole here, and then you stick the pin there and it just doesn't move. It's stationary. This one would spin, but why would you have one spin and one not? You know, I don't get it. Like this one spins. Why would you have one that... I don't know. But it wouldn't matter anyways, because I think it's just meant to just have it gripped to like a table or something. We got to make 4 of these now. And then we snap them on here. Well, yeah, because look, it's not meant to just, it's just meant to grab onto it so it doesn't roll around. Okay. Wouldn't just regular studs, wouldn't that just, the regular bottom would suffice? I don't know. I mean, some of these builds are just kind of weird to me. I bet old Mayo, who's watching these, I bet he's going to be like, oh man, I cannot wait to build another mech. Oh, if you want to build another mech, here you go. This knock yourself out. He doesn't like mechs. Like, well, here you go. You can knock yourself, if he watches this channel. I'm hoping he does. He comments on my main channel a good chunk of the time. Yeah, this is just kind of like a, you know, Monday blues. It's like, I'm been watching the news, more bad things happening. I'm like, oh, anything good that happens? I don't know. The other night they were having Bugs Bunny's birthday on the classic cartoon channel. I dozed off to that one. That was a kind of cool, dozing off to classic cartoons. And then now we're going to put stickers 9 and 10 on here. 10 goes on the left, which are these. So you're going to have to put 2 stickers on there. Well, I need those dome pieces, so you know what's going to happen to those when I'm done. That goes there. We got 1 on there. And then 9 goes on the right, I think. Well, I'm not peeling them off if they are. Those should have been printed. There we go. Okay. That's the best I can get it done. We got one sticker sheet. I got to make a note and say this one's got 2 sticker sheets. We got to be careful with it here. All right. Yeah, so this thing is not meant to roll. It's not meant to do anything. It's not born to roll, guys and gals. It's just meant to be stationary. It's not meant to move. Yeah, I'm glad now I didn't do this one yesterday. I was thinking, well, I'll just keep the whole leg assembly together. But this is one of those sets that's kind of like, I don't know, I don't want to mess with it. And I mean, it's got some interesting parts that I could use for other builds, but this is just something if you're interested in it and you want a display piece for your game. This would be good for like a game room if you're into video games. Fortnite, this would be good just for a display, like a backdrop type deal. I think that goes there. Looks like it does. I mean, the back wheel spins. Maybe these are Heelys. Those shoes that, I guess that was a short fad. I've seen people around town with Heelys. I've seen some people in the office that had them. I'm like, no, don't do that. I don't need somebody to fall and break something. And the Heelys. Last time I had to go to jury duty, they say no Heelys in there. They want you to be extra board. I think the only thing I've came close to Heelys was rollerblades, and that was that. Because I won't do any of that other weird stuff. If you got Heelys, I mean, are those things really that fun? I never used them before, but I don't want to break things now as old as I am. But I don't want to. I mean, honestly though, if I was in my teens or a kid, I'd probably wanted those, but we weren't cool enough. We just had rollerblades. Of course, everybody who was cool had a pair of rollerblades, or a skateboard, or surfboard if you're into surfing. Well, this must be the tomato truck, huh? Serves tomatoes and throws them at you because you didn't build the set right. Got to put those back there. We'll put those in there real quick. Seems like now we're just doing little pieces. Yeah. We're getting there though. And I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, now it looks like we're working on the back side here. I'll bring this in a little bit more for you. Yeah, so at least now I'm getting videos processed and done. I'm trying to get at least reviews. I'm trying to do this week actually I'm doing 3 reviews. If I get them done, I push them out quickly. I don't hang on to reviews. I don't know how these professional LEGO YouTubers do it, but that's just it. They're professional reviewers, and this is their job. This is just building this stuff is the fun part. Even if it's something I don't like, at least it's something. I guess that goes like that. Maybe that's the brake to stop it. Yeah, it just rubs up against that wheel. This thing is not meant to move. If you're like me, though, you just want to get on with it and do something else. I promise I have more good sets than this. This is the turd that I did not want to do. So, like I said, I'm going to have it split. Maybe I'll put a few other videos sprinkled in the middle. Okay. Alright, if we get the slopes in there, we have one stud here, which is fine. And then now we got to build this here. Got to make two of these. And I'm starting to work. I'm still working on my paperwork for my taxes for next year. I get an early start on it because the second quarter has fully elapsed, so I can do it. Like I said, I want to do my taxes at the first of the year and thinking, oh, I got to rush to get them done, pay the rich people. So I'm trying to get those done quickly, just to get them out of the way. Yeah, and then we stick this on here. Okay. Oh, we got to make two of them. I didn't see the two there. Alright, well, it's not that hard. I think they go right here on the sides. Yeah, I think you guys and gals are going to like the camper. The concept of the idea seems pretty cool. But it's something I've really have never built before. So I'm hoping to get to it. And before I put those in there, okay, when you're done with those, I almost forgot here. You got to come here and put these inside. So these definitely go in there. So it just fortifies the connection a bit, so you can put that in there. And then they go right here. Just pop them in. So this is a foot. It's the tomato car foot. And that's what we have remaining for bag 7. And I don't know what I did with my spare parts that I just had. Okay, where are they at? Hold up, there they are. Just trying to find everything. And you can tell my demeanor sometimes I'm doing sets. You can tell which sets I'm interested in or which ones I'm not. And this thing feels like it's about to break. If it broke and disintegrated, I wouldn't care. This goes in here, if you could see what I'm doing here. LEGO, we're going to drop this thing down to a 9. I'm tired of this stuff falling off. We've had a few pieces come off before, but wouldn't we have just assembled this first, then put that on there? Would have been a lot easier, instead of trying to muscle around this big thing. There we go. There we go. I think that's it. It's supposed to hear the thing click, which we did. And yeah, it's the one-legged mech right now. And that's it. Got that out of the way. Okay, I think we're going to wrap up this installment here with bag 8. We won't need that for a while. Well, looks like we'll be here for another 30 minutes. When I see bags like that, it means we're going to be caked with lots of little parts here. Lots of little stuff. Okay. Oh, and by the way, if you don't like the rants on here, I'm sorry. It's part of the review process. I can't like them all, guys and gals. Remember Ash Ketchum? He wants to catch them all. Well, this one here I prefer to ignore. An unwanted toy. Yeah, Santa Claus, send this back to the Island of Misfit Toys so I don't have to look at it. Because I want to do my own stuff. Okay, so now it looks like we're starting to do the other leg on this thing here. And it's pretty much looks like it's built the same way, just different colors. So let's build it. Let's get it going. And while I'm working on this step here, I want to thank everyone on my main channel for your kind contributions. That helps. It's always cool. And guess what? You get early access to things too. Hopefully like 6 months in advance, maybe longer. Especially that one video I released you won't see for 18 months. So I really appreciate it. So you always get something. And I want to thank my Patreon supporters for sticking around. That's always a big help there too, as well as my Rebrickable customers. So you can purchase any guides that may interest you. And especially thank you to my commenters, subscribers, and everyone who likes the video. You know, if you like this stuff, feel free to hit that like button and turn on notifications. And of course, if you don't like this style or like the way I do things, I'll understand. I mean, I'm not for everyone. But that's how it is. It works both ways, right? Yeah, so if you don't like the rants, I'll understand. But for those who like this channel, hey, you know, we can suffer together today. Alright, so this is almost built like the other leg, but I didn't want to take a risk of them being mirrors. That doesn't go there. Okay. And let's see here. Well, yeah, my big projects this year is the last one I have to do is the camper. I'm hoping to start that this week. I'd like to really get into that one, build it, and have it done. It would be one video, and that one I'm well, that one would be this year. So if I decide to start doing membership only tutorials, that would be a next year thing. So that might be my last camper. I don't know. I haven't made up my mind yet what I'm going to do with that. But if you're already on my memberships, you've probably already seen most of the stuff that I've for next year. Okay, we set that off to the side. I mean, how often do we get to see a lot of blue pieces? Not a whole lot anymore. Not for me anyways. I got to really pay attention to the memory card because not only that, I'm half on battery and I'm down to, well, I'm down to 20 minutes. Can I get this done in 20 minutes? I don't know. See if I can blast through it real quick. And then this booger goes in here. But I'm honestly going to say, though, it's built pretty good. I mean, we're having little decorations fall off this. It's not too bad. I'm going to give it a 9.5 so far, just because of that purpose. But I'm not going to fail it because I don't like it. This is just, we need gray. All right. But if you're working on a cluttered workbench like I am, it makes the build all more challenging. If I was in the shop, there'd be more space here, you know. And two, I could build a bar, attach this camera, and slide it back and forth. You'd have a down view of things. And if I was filthy rich, I'd get a GoPro. Oh, but somebody did ask me, though, what does the funding go towards? It goes for developing building guides, making building guides free eventually for everybody, except for the ones that are already listed on there on my Rebrickable page. It does not go towards sets. No Lego sets. I do not buy sets with that. It goes for developing new ideas and stuff, and hopefully make those free for you, so you don't have to. It means everybody who contributes will be able to do those things. Okay. This is pretty much exactly like the one we did over there. But yeah, for those who are, you know, kind of curious, that's what those are for. What the donations are for. It's not to go out and buy a new car or anything. I would have to have millions of those. Although I am due for a new car eventually. But right now, the duct tape and string is still holding up very well. All right, I'm missing a shaft here. Did it roll off? Or is it still in one of the bags? Oh, there it is. Jay, you gonna have that miserable thing done? Yeah, by Christmas time it should be done. Then we can do some Christmas builds. I hope LEGO sends some really good Christmas sets. Stuff that's going to be fun to do during the holidays. Let's just hope it's not like a not a gas station. I hope it's not like a fire station or something. Okay, how do you get these in? Just like we did with the last one. Just get it in there and you're going to have to wiggle. There's a big hole in there. So just get this thing to go through. Well, maybe not. This thing is dead stopped. You're really going to have to force that in there. If you can't get yours in there and you don't want to mess up your fingers, get a brick separator and just use the side of it and just push it down in there if you can. Like this is being stubborn. Let's do this side here. I'd like to meet the person who really designed this, like meet them in person, just tell them what I think of it. This is, yeah. I cannot get this one in. I got that in there. I got it to kind of lasso in there. Okay, I got one in, but this one is being stubborn. I cannot, there we go. Just to make that look cool, right? Okay. Oh, and remember the last time we forgot the studs that go on this. I got to put the studs on there too. So I'll put those on there. Imagine I'm going to have to take this all apart when I'm done. When I rip it apart for make something actually cool out of this. Now I got to find a stud here. I'm going to have to split memory cards on this because I'm spending more time trying to find little parts. Don't want that breaking. And anything else. Let's see if I got a spare one. Ooh. Yeah, you could tell how excited I am today on this one. I come home from a long, miserable day, and what am I doing? This thing. Okay, now it looks like we're doing more of this. I'm just going to split the video there. Check my memory card. I got 15 minutes. Okay, fine. Can I get it done in 15 minutes? It's hard to say. Some of you tired of hearing me whine about this thing. That's why I'm trying to get it done. I'm going to try to do 2 build installments today. I just got to finish up cleaning up a memory card off. Right now I'm trying to proof some videos. Once I get those proofed, then I can start on it. I can't wait to read the comments on this one. It could go both ways, right? Jay, this is so awesome. Why are you trash talking it? LEGO worked so hard on this. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's like somebody took just random parts out of their collection and just threw this together. Like after they're done building their city, they open up their bin thinking, I got a bin of junk parts. What can I build out of it? Okay, let's start throwing things together. Except some of these parts I don't have in certain colors, so I think this will be an item you'll probably find real cheap. You know, how often do we get to work with blue? Very rare for me anyways, except if it's my own builds, like a car. Yeah, I released that compact, that little compact car this weekend. It was kind of cool. I didn't get a lot of views on like I'd hoped, but the idea is preserved, and I'm just thinking, oh, I better enjoy it because that'll probably be the last of the cars for free. Alright, we're working on another section here. Yeah, this is almost the spitting image of the last one we did. But those cars are cool. Oh yeah, I did give the shout-outs. One of you commented and said you want your name on the ticker. That's only for shout-outs, but I think you already were on there. But you got to be patient. I can't get everybody up there. Usually I pull the list every time I film. Or not film. Oh, what's it called? When I edit the video. So let's say I edit this video and 2 weeks later, yeah, that's the only fast way I can do that at the moment. Where did that piece go? So that's why sometimes you're like, Jay, I don't see my name on there. Well, you won't see your name on there until I pull the list when I'm editing videos. Like this one here, I may not get to this one for a week. So that's when I'll pull the list. I'm trying to think of a way to pull the list. Let's say I'm not filming anything for 2 weeks, but usually I'm also going to put the names in the back of the free manuals too. So I'm not working on any free building guides at this moment. I have to see where I'm at. I got to get. I was going to get a building guide up the other night on Rebrickable, but they had the website down for maintenance. So unfortunately, I could not upload a building guide. I think I'm on 53 or 54. It's going to be a group, like it's got several building guides. Ooh, whoa, we don't want to put that all the way in. No, 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 no. So I got to do that. Technic. Can I hide from Technic today? There we go. Put that in there. And then... oh yes. Today, while I was taking a lunch break, I was scanning through the TV. And guess what I saw? The Rifleman. I know Janet probably is like, oh, he's actually watched The Rifleman. It's not a bad show. It's just black and white, but that's they're watching that. What's his name? Lucas and his boy Mark always fall. I mean, that kid's always around. He's around with the action. That kid's probably seen more shootouts than most of us grown men have in today's modern times. That was the old Wild West, though. If I lived back then, I'd probably be a blacksmith or a carpenter. My green thumb, I don't even have a green thumb, so I know that wouldn't work as a farmer. Maybe as a ranch hand. We always talk about that. What if we ever went back to the Wild West? What would happen? I think I'd just be a blacksmith. Or a carpenter, most likely. But then I wouldn't have the knowledge as I do today. Let's see here. We're at that. Right now, I'm at 10 minutes. Can I breeze through this in 10 minutes? Let's see if we can here. Let's see if we can go fast. But watching that old TV show, I mean, it's, yeah, that's what they had back on in the 50s and 60s. That's understandable. I mean, we didn't, unless you watch Howdy Doody Time or something, and watch the Back to the Future. Oh, it's Howdy Doody Time! Okay. Come on, Jay, you can do it! I know, right? I gotta get this thing done so I could do something cool. Hey, at least I forgot, I did put those in there last time. I forgot those. Orange and blue go together very well. But you know what, honestly, in all fairness, the older TV shows are better to watch than the stuff we have today. You watch the modern cartoons, everybody's friendly and they're learning. Oh. May as well just put on the weekends while I'm off. Just put on some code videos so I can do more computer programming while I'm off. It wouldn't be too fun. I don't want to do work while I'm off. When you're off, you don't want to think about work. It's like sometimes my family will come up to me and ask me to do something for them. I'm like, my brain's turned off today. I don't want to think. I've already done enough of that. Okay, I found that stud that we were missing. And yeah, these in blue, very rare. Okay. Back over again. That's one thing I try to avoid in my building guides is the constant flipping and rotating. Because it does, whoops, that goes the other way like that. My bad. Just the flipping and stuff gets kind of confusing after a while. I try to find ways when I write up my building guides, how can I simplify the build? There's not a whole lot of parts left in here. Just I kind of want to do something else other than this behemoth. But yeah, just watching those old shows are kind of funny in a way. Okay. I remember back in college, while my buddies were watching these newer TV shows, I was watching like the A-Team, MacGyver, and they're like, "Why do you watch that old stuff?" I said, "Because it's entertaining. Don't you gotta watch something new?" I'm thinking, why? Some of these I haven't seen in years. They're new to me. Anybody remembers the A-Team, or Fall Guy, or Dukes of Hazzards? You don't even see those anymore. Get the 60s, 70s, and even the 80s TV shows. Heck, I was even watching the Ropers. And then they had one Three's a Crowd on the other night. I thought, oh, these are kind of old school, but they're funny to watch. Do I watch new stuff? Not really, unless it's like a movie or something. Turn on modern TV. I really haven't sat down and watched any of the new stuff. And that's what we have remaining for the build there. Just none of the new stuff really excites me anymore. And I think that's it for the build there. Yeah, so we can't attach this yet. So let's get into Summation of Thoughts here. And it's still kind of a drag putting this one together. It's not really keeping my interest. I'd rather be doing something else. Well, now I can, because I'm going to take a breather, finish up editing, and I'll come back and we'll do bags 9 and 10. And we got rid of one set of stickers. That's good. Stickers are mild. The build quality seems pretty good, but I am dinging off just because some of the little pieces are falling apart and it just feels kind of flimsy at this point. But we're not done yet. So it looks like bag 9, we put all the skin on there. And bag 10 is the hamburger car. That's not bad. And then let's see how far it goes here. Then you attach it on there, and then 11 is some other random thing. Yeah, so far it's still not keeping my interest, but does it look like that yet? No, it looks like a mess. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to display these right here. Let me see how we can do this here. Since I have some time to burn here, it's okay to burn it now because I can't fit nothing in whatever. I may just set the leg like that. But you know, the last time I did it like this. Like that. And this other stuff here, just kind of set this off over here while I'm taking the picture of it. And get rid of the brick separator. So at least this set does come with the brick separator, but that's what we've done so far. What you see there is bags 1 through 8. And it doesn't even look anything like that mech thing. It just looks kind of, looks like something had a meltdown. Yeah, this is, it's still not fun, but tell me your thoughts in the comments. I really want to hear what you think about this.